All right, if you just join us, we're going to look at the very simple thing about the calculator setting for radians and degrees. I thought it'd be worthwhile to show that basic thing. I have here in front of me my calculator. Now, you know that your calculator is in degrees mode or radians mode by whatever that thing there says. At the moment, that says D, I think. Yeah, that means it's in degrees mode. So how do you change that then to radians mode? Well, you go shift mode, and you see all these options come up. So option 3 is degrees. At the moment, it's in degrees mode, so that's 3. But if you press 4 now, like I'm going to do 4, then you can see that that's changed now to R for radians. So that's now is in radians mode. Now I can also change it to another one, the 3 mode for the angles. It's 3, 4, and 5. And so I'm going to put 5 now, just for fun. And now that's in the G mode. So G is for gradient mode. So your calculator is either going to be in degrees mode or radians mode, never G mode. So I'm going to go back to the mode here. So never GRA mode. It's always DEG or radians. How do you know when to set it in radians and when it's in degrees? Well, for example, if I have the question like this, and I'm going to give you that the X is bounded by this, you see this 2 pi, you see no degree sign, that means you got to set your calculator into radians mode. That's number 4. So that will be shift mode 4. On the other hand, if you have your sine X is equal to, again, 0.6, let's say, for argument's sake, we'll put negative there, and your X is bounded by that, so this time it's in degrees, then that means you have to change this into shift mode 3. So that would have to be into degrees mode. Yeah. So that will be shift mode 3, and then shift mode 4. That's how you set the calculators into the various modes, depending on what domain they want your question to be answered over. So make sure you have that in the right settings, otherwise you will get the wrong answer. So just for this one here, I'm just going to do this one here very quickly. Just going to give you one answer to this, not the whole answer to this. So if I say X then equals to sine inverse 0.2, setting my calculators in radians mode, so I'm going to press 4 here, and I'm going to shift sine inverse of 0.2. There you can see that answer is in radians answer. So that answer is 0.2, 0.13579.208. I'm relying on the screen to read that, by the way, because I'm holding this. This is quite complicated process, holding this in the camera. Versus this. So if I say X equals sine inverse of negative 0.6, so I'm going to change this calculator back now. So clear that. Change this down to degrees mode. So I'm going to go shift mode 3 equals, and then I'm going to go shift sine inverse of negative 0.6, and that will give me that answer. That answer now is in degrees, you see. So that's minus 36.869899765 degrees, and that's just one of the answer. That's not all the answers, by the way, to this domain, nor is that, but I'm just giving an example of how you use the calculator in radians and degrees mode, and I'm going to end it there.